Good morning, everyone. My name is Mighty Stream, and I'm going to do your January the 21st spiritual principle a day in a meditation. I hope you're having a beautiful morning. I am. This is one of the most wonderful ways to spend my morning, so I'm excited to be here with you. You can reach me at recoveryofhope21@gmail.com. I just got an email from one of our newer subscribers, and I'm very excited to hear from any of you. So go ahead and send me an email if you have a question. Feel free to reach out to me. You can also leave a comment below, and I will respond to you as well. Okay, so the title of this meditation is Exercising Goodwill. I was just speaking about that in the other meditation. Okay, here we go. When we practice living in harmony with our world, we become wiser about choosing our battles. We learn where we can use our energy to make a difference and where we need to let go. That comes from the Living Clean book, Chapter 3, Awakening to Our Spirituality. Let's start with an uncomfortable truth. We are judgmental because we are human. Human beings assess one another. We compare ourselves. We can be territorial and take sides. We come by this honestly. Our survival once depended on. Add the self-centered nature of addiction to our humanness, and then throw in something we care passionately about, such as the fellowship of NA, and our judgment can become a weapon to control outcomes about NA-related issues that other members also care about. We can, however, turn down the volume on our judgments. With the volume adjusted, we learn that we can approach people and situations without engaging our fight or flight instincts. Our first thoughts may still be judgmental, but recovery gives us options about our behavior. It's our actions that matter most. When we have some clean time in service experience, it's tempting to tell members, groups, and service committees what's what. By having knowledge and wisdom, but having knowledge and wisdom doesn't give us authority. Let me repeat that. But having knowledge and wisdom doesn't give us authority. Group conscience is always more powerful than individual conscience. Sometimes, to our great surprise, newer members don't defer to those of us who have been around for a while, offering insights or suggestions the group had been missing before. Practicing the principle of goodwill with members doesn't mean we stay silent. Our opinions matter. Exercising goodwill assures those opinions don't matter more or less than anyone else's. We listen to others, don't force the outcomes to meet our desires, allow others to make mistakes, yes, even the ones we have already made, and acknowledge that our fellow members want the same things as we do, to stay clean and to carry the message in the most effective way possible. Goodwill invokes our primary purpose. It serves the greater good of NA, not our egos. I'll take a stance of goodwill toward others by sharing my experience, not dictating outcomes, and by demonstrating openness to the suggestions of others. What a wonderful topic. Let's take a moment of silence, followed by the we version of the Serenity Prayer, please. Moment of silence now. God, grant us the serenity to accept the things we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Just for today, please and thank you. Exercising goodwill. I like how it starts out, right? That we need to accept this uncomfortable truth about our humanness, that we are all judgmental. We compare ourselves to others. We think about what others are or are not doing. And we have opinions about that. We pass judgments on that. And sometimes the volume of that is very high. And it can be very high, especially when we're passionate about something. I just did a podcast, and the topic I'm passionate about. I'm passionate about. But that does not mean everyone else is. And it can possibly mean that someone else is, and we don't have the same opinion about it. And that's why it's important to remember that when we're exercising goodwill, we're looking for the overall good of not just ourselves, but for everyone involved. And that's why we intentionally turn down the volume of our judgmentality. We turn it down intentionally. And you will always know when the volume of that has been turned up, and sometime unconsciously it gets turned back up, and before we know it, we are irritable, we are not nice, and our share takes on a different spirit when we're sharing. Oh, we got a point to make, and we're going to make it. We got a bone to pick, and we're going to pick it clean. You will see when that happens, then the tone of a person's share will change. And it's for that person to know how to turn that volume of judgmentality back down. Not everyone is gifted at that. They've been so used to being the only voice in the room that mattered, that the thought that someone would say, sounds like you're pretty passionate about that, but honestly, no one else cares. No one else agrees with that. The thought that someone would have that opinion about what they're saying doesn't even come to them. And that's not to say that our opinions, our understandings aren't important. However, it is no more or less important than those around us. If my share shuts down others feeling vulnerable enough to share or having even a desire to share, I personally need to look at how I'm sharing, because more than likely I have said or put something out there in such a manner that others are going to say, I'm not even getting ready to get into that. I don't even want, no, because I definitely don't agree. And I'm not trying to start an argument in the middle of a meeting. If my share leaves the room silent for too long, why? Because my share should be presented in a way that it encourages the atmosphere of recovery. Now, this is how I see it. I don't know how you see it, because some people can share in such a manner that just gives people food for thought. But generally speaking, in a meeting, if that's taking place, other people will want to express or chime in because the atmosphere of recovery is being encouraged. I always pay attention to how I respond and how others respond, how I share and how others share. because in all of that, the atmosphere of recovery should be maintained. And the atmosphere of recovery should encourage other people to also want to add to the pot of stew of recovery, because we all have something to bring to the table, something scrumptious. I must be hungry, but something delicious called our experience, strength, and hope. I want for you today to take a stance of goodwill towards others. Give them grace and give them room and give them opportunity and encourage them by our micro expressions, our nonverbal communication. Encourage them to participate in not just their recovery, but all of ours. I know you can do it. I know you can. I know that maybe somebody rubbed you the wrong way at the last meeting, and you have every intention on incorporating that experience in your next share and setting it right, letting them know under no uncertain terms was that acceptable. And yeah, that's what I'm talking about. No, call your sponsor. Pull someone aside and say, can we have some coffee? I just don't go into the meeting with an agenda. People can see it coming a mile away. And we call those drama kings and drama queens. Oh, man. And every last one of us on this podcast today has been and done that, haven't we? Upset, just so upset about another recovering individual. And we are going to make a point in our share. That's called sniper sharing, cross sharing, if you didn't know. Hey, my name is MightyStream. I have the biggest smile on my face thinking about how I've done these very things. And so today we want to make room, exercising goodwill towards others. Okay. I know you can do it. I want for you to have a beautiful day on purpose. You've been in the flow of the stream, so get out there and do something mighty. Enjoy your day on purpose. On purpose. January 21st, make it the greatest day that you can make. Because if you don't, no one else will. All right. Talk to you soon.